We are looking at The Bloody Chamber and subversions of Gothic within it. The Bloody Chamber was a series of 10 short stories written by Angela Carter in 1979. Subversion of the Gothic and gender stereotype within The Bloody Chamber. The quote, "I lay in bed alone, and I longed for him, and he disgusted me," shows that the female protagonist doesn't need a male marquis to make her feel strong. She is repulsed by his masculinity. Intertextuality makes Bluebeard an allusion to the Bloody Chamber. We're looking at Bram Stoker's Dracula and its context. Dracula is a work of fantasy. Its eerie effectiveness comes from its ability to play on universal human fears. Stoker's novel also reflects the anxiety which troubled this era. Count Dracula is not only a timeless version of evil and the incarnation of turn-of-the-century England's strongest fears, or is he a symbol for Victorian London on foreign influence or repressed homosexuality? Dracula is a fully realised character, more so even than the book's heroes. And the vampire myth dates back from centuries in Europe. Dracula not only uses his hypnotic powers, but sexually assaults women, reflecting the concerns on time and place the novel was written. Subversion of the setting. In Dracula, Stoker reiterates the sense of London as both the heart and image of the empire, using familiar locations to heighten fears of invasion, contamination, and disease. The change of setting into a modernised city such as London further heightens fears as the readers are familiarised with the area and now made aware that Gothic is just around the corner. Dracula wants to be in the whirl and mish of rush of humanity. Where better than London? Subversion of gender roles. Strikingly, in Dracula, Stoker subverts the conventional Gothic ploy of female imprisonment and rather explores the notion of masculine captivity within enclosed spaces. Jonathan Harker is an example of this, when Count Dracula and Jonathan are effectively confined within the asylum, the castle, and the hospital. In these spatial conditions, the male character's body spaces are altered and become connected with the social constructs ascribed to and imposed upon the female body. Bram Stoker also reiterates the fact that women can learn a new song. Within Dracula, there are three brides and Mina. We're invited to think of them as awful women. However, this is a subversion of gender roles. The sucking of the blood removes masculinity and shows that the females are definitely more powerful than the males.
Jonathan's repressed sexual desire comes bubbling to the surface when he sees the sexy vampire ladies in Castle Dracula. He's both attracted to them and repulsed by them, and ashamed to admit that he kind of wants them to kiss him. This strongly subverts gender roles, as in this sequence a man is the one being repressed by his own sexual desire and is left with a deadly fear and lust for something that he does not want to express. The vampire's kiss is described in very sexual terms, and the traditional power dynamic is reversed. This vampire lady might be sexy, but the corruption and transformation of the woman's purity and predatory characteristics has stricken fear into a male character. In his opinion, no woman should have that kind of power, so he's going to step up and kill them for everyone's good. The Count Dracula represents a homosexual figure, which in Victorian times is seen as an inversion of the typical male figure. Dracula represents the fear of Victorians at that time of something abnormal, in this case homosexuality. He is a poison looking to affect all of England. With his abnormality, homosexual tendencies, this opens up the fear to Victorians that homosexuality, when brought into a pure society, can create large-scale corruption.